One must always be responsible in making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences.
We finally made it to Oración. It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings. I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvert can be found in the eastern part of the city.
You heard right. I've been there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too? There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the Revolution.
Well, guess what that place is gonna be for? The Carnival of Death.
These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom.
What the fuck are you doing?
Capital.
I'm talking about Melchior there. Why the fuck is he Bro, fucking take his pants off and start sucking his dick, why don't you?
They shall serve as
Jesus
the arena
Christ.
for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace. That is...
These are all the rules. I might have an idea. Anyway, hello everybody and welcome back to Trails to Daybreak, where we're, get the fuck... No, sir. You will be back there. You don't just get to come out of nowhere and think you're gonna be a part of things.
Got it.
Anyway. I don't know why I was about to do that. Okay, so, we're definitely not gonna have a side quest ready for us. I doubt that. Why is the doorbell ringing? Who the fuck is that? Well, I'm not gonna stop. I got stuff to do.
No need to be shy now.
Oh, that'll be good. Let's go. Yep. Alright, yeah. That's gonna be useful. No. No. Actually, yes. Yes. I mean, I gotta do one of these, don't I? Well, you sure ain't got nothing I need. Doing anything.
See you again.
So confused. Tell me. Or wait, no. What was this voice? Tell me, have we met before in another town? You all look rather familiar. I intended to take a trip to the Free Cities, but now my plans have gone awry. Customs is delayed due to the tragedy, so I'll be sticking around here for the time being. I'm reasonably familiar with I can't say this fucking name. Regardless, so I'm sure it'll be a worthwhile stay. Welcome to our inn. If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a holler. I might just be a part-timer, but I promise I'm just as dedicated to caring for our guests as Snowbird. I know what it feels like to be an outsider in this city, so I'm committed to giving a helping hand to any travelers that come here.
Do you have any preferences?
I need that.
Thanks for coming in.
I didn't mean to rest. Thank you for staying with us. We're happy to serve you. Evidently, there's been a few shady characters around the city as of late. Nonetheless, it's our job to provide legendary service for our guests, no matter who they are. If I can help you in any way, you need only ask. Due to this tavern's popularity, the owner has high expectations of us, and we intend to rise above them. So hold on, did that message that was sent to us only get sent to participants of the game, and it wasn't broadcasted around the whole area? I moved to the city to attend its music academy, but for a while I struggled to find work due to my Central Eastern heritage. Norbert didn't care about that in the slightest, though. He brought me on board and made me feel welcome here. That's why I'm working extra hard to show my gratitude. It's been a while since I traveled up from Orid. I can't believe the universe picked now of all times to send the Republic into a frenzy. I had some business to discuss, so instead of leaving everything to the vendor, I decided to come here myself. And then this happens. The con signs appear to be okay. Before I do anything else, I should stop by their place and make the deliveries. This inn was my first stop. Once I finish my break, I'll see how our best customers are doing. Alright, what do we have here? I guess we'll go from here. Someone at the station was saying Edith's still under a state of emergency. Guess we're not going back there anytime soon. Might as well just relax and enjoy our extended stay here. Work gotta foot the bill for lodging, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. I guess that's good, but are you sure we should be having the time of our lives when, you know, that horrible tragedy just happened? Come on, Maury. Acting all depressed isn't gonna solve anything. If everyone in the world sat around and did nothing, who would keep the economy going? Fair point. I was kind of bummed that our time here was so short anyway. Let's not go too crazy. We should spend in moderation. Sutton's right. We can't do anything to resolve the situation, and us acting all depressed won't help anyone. I don't get to come here all that often, so we may as well make the most of this chance to see the rest of the city. I was able to update my company on our situation. I like to get back to the capital, but since this isn't happening, I'll just enjoy my unexpected vacay.
The state of emergency has technically been lifted for the city, but the police have been ordered to remain on alert. Should we identify any suspicious individuals, we'd keep them marked, but we aren't allowed to confront them. I don't know why the top brass has ordered this, though I guess it's not our place to question them.
Welcome to the city, where tradition always lingers. Our world-renowned trams happen to be on such a tradition. Did you know our company once ran a carriage service? You can learn all about that storied history if you decide to board. Our trams are the pinnacle of elegance. They are a powerful means by which many experience the culture of history of our... Why is Trails Games the one game where I constantly say dialogue wrong? Is it like the way they use the text? I don't know. It's deeply unfortunate that the recent tragedy has cast a pall over the city, but I hope you can enjoy your time here nonetheless. The hell are you looking at? I mean, how can you even... There's nobody in there.
As resplendent as you'd expect.
So, Grandpa, take a look at these photos I took. These are the trains that run on the Tharbad-bound line. Check out that heat sink. And here's the Edith subway trains. Apparently they're using new models these days.
Goodness me, these trains don't look anything like the ones I saw back when I worked on the railroad. I never knew you were so interested in this sort of thing. Taking after me, are you?
Yep, I took some photos of them on a whim and got curious about how they worked. And then the rabbit hole sort of swallowed me whole.
Well, it's always good to explore new interests. Curiosity is the key to discovering the wonders of life. Now, since you're back home, why don't you pay your parents a visit? With the times being what they are, I'm sure they'll feel better knowing you're safe.
Fine. With everything that happened during my trip back, I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about me. And let's meet up again soon. I want to tell you everything. I'm really glad my grandpa's doing okay. I need to check on the rest of my family too. I bet they're worried sick about me. Wish I could talk to Grandpa about trains more, but we can save that for later.
Help?
I was very worried when I heard Edith was placed under extended state of emergency. However, talking with my grandkid has put me at ease. If something were to happen to her, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
The cityscape looks so much more grand in person than in the pictures. I'm glad I was able to come here as planned. The hard work of the brilliant artisans is on full display. We're fortunate our ancestors saw fit to preserve it. It's like I've been transported back to the time when the old royalty still existed. It's an incredible feeling. It's a good thing the Calvadarian revolutionaries left this place intact. It's such a beautiful city. The nobles back then were rotten to the core, but there was no need to punish the artisans for the sins of the upper class. The revolutionaries must have saw the value of preserving that history for future generations.
Take a good look around. I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
Would you like delicious confectionery? I know people are down after that horrible incident, but I don't want our city's visitors to be sad the whole time they're here. My store's sweets are very popular with tourists. If they can help brighten people's moods, I'd be overjoyed. Oh.
Why not buy something?
I finally got a part-time job, but that means I have to work in the evenings now, which is when I usually do my homework. I joined the university because it's a prestigious college, but man, the tuition is killer. Got rent and other costs of living expenses on top of that. If only I had been born into a rich family. Ain't that sad, buddy?
Don't you need a souvenir? Hello there.
Gator skin wallet. Oh, of course he would like that.
See you again.
Whatever, buddy.
Thank you, then.
Hey there, looking for some handicrafts to remember your trip well? Well, you've come to the right place. We've got everything from fine art made by notable artisans, definitely not an artisan. I don't know where I get these goddamn things in my head. Anyway, this is all at a low price. I've got something for customers of all stripes, so have a look around.
Indeed.
The department store sells souvenirs too, of course, but their prices are through the roof. It's up to you whether you want to blow your wad on one thing, or get a bunch of goodies from here with meal to spare. One of our biggest draws is that each tourist can pick and choose what they feel is right for them.
Is it true that the village was destroyed? Oh, what a frightful age we live in. We've always had the occasional terrorist incident or uprising, but nothing as extreme as this. People like us may very well become the next victims. How horrifying.
Yeah, it's actually really scary that you say that because...
Ooh, there's the opera house. I've always wanted to take a peek inside.
Looks pretty different from the theater back home.
As soon as we accomplish our objective, we can come back and watch one of their performances.
Well...
Anyway, scary how that woman says, oh, we could be next. You literally are next. These people are arguing right now, and I can't be that loud.
Welcome to the Opera House. I know the recent tragedy is still looming over us, but I encourage you to see one of our performances. Opera houses are on the decline due to the rise of movies. Not to mention those pop tunes are all the rage with the youth these days. The world is moving on from opera, it seems. What a great loss that will do to the Republic. We must prevent such a future from coming to be. Those of us in the old capital must enlighten the people of Calvard to the best of our ability.
I don't know what I keep hearing down there. I keep getting distracted by things. What a wonderful performance that was. Indubitably, opera truly stands at the height of all art. Films cannot ever hope to match it. Did you hear that it has its own theater now? Apparently everything shown there is utter trash that's aimed at uncultured simpletons. That's hardly a surprise. Film directors and scriptwriters are just hacks masquerading as artists. But they are far less detestable than the actors. They are nothing more than talentless failures who lack the skills to be cast in opera. Okay, you two are just rude. Yeah, we're not gonna... I don't want to deal with assholes, man. It sucks that I missed the film festival, but maybe I'll be able to see the EGC this year. So, Paulina, have you ever heard about the EGC? Yay! Yay? Yep, the radio said it's a big festival with models, but the radio also said it's not gonna happen this year. Might... Yeah, but we can't give up hope. Those models worked really hard. I'll go check it out if it's still on. Okie dokie. Maybe I'll get to meet a famous person. I heard that Elaine's back in town. She's the pride of the city. She's just as beautiful as all the top models, and she's super strong and cool to boot. If she really is back in the city, I'd love to catch a glimpse of her. Will I meet a famous model or an actress?
Let's see.
Doesn't look like there's any good info here.
I don't see any 4 SPGs on the board.
That's weird. I thought the society was spreading the word that I'm in town. Maybe they'll start rolling in soon.
Not like we can deal with them today anyway. The game will begin soon, and we aren't sure how much time we will have in the evening.
Got a point there. Guess we'll just have to check back tomorrow. Let's just worry about making it through the first round for the time being.
Right. We need to prepare for the game.
This is where it's gonna be, obviously. That dog isn't real. Like, that dog back there, he's gotta be a camera or something.
Welcome. Thanks.
No.
Welcome.
Actually, do you have any new drivers?
Thanks.
No, you do not.
Welcome.
Yeah, I already got all... Ooh, but this... Yeah, that gives me evasion. So we need the tops. Only down 1? That is impressive. Ah, shit. My money situation is hell on earth.
Thanks.
Hold on.
Welcome.
Oh boy. That's... I could sell all these. I would get some good money for it. I should be selling all those because I need money, and I need it now. It's not like it's gonna make a difference if I keep it all. So off it gets sold. Same for... Man, I put hard work into those. We're not gonna need all these. You know what would suck? Is the game being like, hey, so, you actually just took that off of all your characters? Now your team doesn't have any, grips on them? Alright, let's see.
Thanks.
I wanna
Welcome.
purchase more equipment, please.
Guess I have to make sure everyone's good and ready. Especially when this is, in a way, practically the last time we'll be going to stores. I mean, we have another chapter, I think, like the final, but you get my point. Okay, now they're all good. I won't need any money for a bit. And we can't customize any of the weapons anyway, so... Man, I am shit out of money. Holy God.
Welcome to my workshop, you guys travelers. Now there's something I don't see every day. Most of our customer base is upper-class citizens, and they always ask for repairs on decorations, as well as custom-made orders on occasion. If you want any custom work done on your weapons, or if you need simple fine-tuning and maintenance, then I'm your man. I've also got weapons of my own in stock. People mainly buy them for sport hunting, but they're as good as what you get from real specialists. We've been doing this kind of work for generations, well before the Oval Revolution, in fact. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Good morning. Are you from out of town? Would you mind if I asked who you are and what you're here for?
Sure thing. I'm just an everyday laborer from Edith. I was employed by Anchorville to help with moving things over at the midway point, but then, well, yesterday happened. I knew I wasn't going to be getting back to Edith anytime soon, so I dropped by here. Figured I'd take up some cleaning jobs while I'm out in town.
Oh, it's the guy talking. Understood. Thank you for your cooperation. We're on the lookout for suspicious individuals, so we're on high alert. The state of emergency is the top brass in the state of panic, and we have no idea why. Anyway, sorry to take up your time. We're just doing what we can to keep people safe.
Yeah, though I'm not sure I understand their orders myself.
They told us to identify and mark any Jaegers sighted in town, but we aren't allowed to take any action. It's very peculiar. Sure wish I knew what the people were up to up top. Just as I suspected, they've opted to keep the local forces out of the loop.
Renee probably had a hand in that. Makes it easy for us to go about our business, so I'm not complaining.
Well...
The entire country is in a state of emergency, and these orders have left us more than a little puzzled. Also, one of my co-workers in the North District is going through a hard time. It's just one weird or bad thing after another. I imagine Officer Krema is having a hard time concentrating on her work. I hope she'll be okay.
I wish I had a clearer picture of what's going on, but it's obvious that something's up. We better keep a close eye on the streets. One way or another, there are some duties that only we can perform. We'll do everything we can to keep the peace.
I never thought we'd bear witness to such an unprecedented act of terrorism.
The Royal Guardian will not rest until we find and deliver the truth behind this story. We pride ourselves on our long-standing connections. You can trust our credibility. We're certainly more reliable than some third-rate gossip rag like Meld.
I've heard of the Royal Guardian. They're an old news company. From what I read, they took a heavily royalist stance prior to the revolution.
Yeah, and they still lean conservative. They don't explicitly promote racial discrimination, at least. He's right about one thing, though. They're well connected with like-minded local big shots in the business and political worlds.
Honestly, I think their articles are junk. They write on and on about how movies aren't art. What a load of bull!
That aside, it seems like they have at least some sense of the danger they're in.
Well, I thought I saw a serious-looking reporter woman come out of the guild.
I didn't recognize her, but she didn't seem like a gossip rag type.
Perhaps she's with Eaton,
or maybe Tyrell. Either way, I should find a chance to speak with her.
First, I will need a summary of everything that's happening in the surrounding area. We'll also need to touch base with the local police. The CID has ordered them to work with us. Bear in mind, though, they likely haven't been informed of the game, so be careful not to leak anything about it. As for the underground...
Ren!
Oh, hello. I'm glad you all could join us.
Hi, everyone!
So you guys are getting right down to business too, huh? I knew Almada wasn't going to make things easy for us, but they've turned our expectations on our heads yet again. Been a while, Roaring Lion. I'm happy to see you're still alive and kicking.
Same to you, friend.
You two know each other?
Should have expected that. He probably knew my master through his own. That's about the short of it. Just to be clear, though, I thought he died 3 years ago, too. Anyway, Ren's gonna be serving as our supervisor while we're here. She's also the liaison between the guild and the other factions in the city. I figured she'd be a perfect fit for the job. I feel much better with her on board. She was a big help during the war 2 years ago. I do feel a little bad, though. She has a lot on her plate. I certainly have my work cut out for me. Almana's sadistic scheming isn't making matters any simpler either. But I'll manage. I'm quite proficient at multitasking, so this is well within my capabilities. We're lucky to have you, Ren. You go get him, Tiger. You've got a lot of bracers for this op, huh? Even the Gekaton boy's here. How's it going, girlie?
Not in the mood.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge right now. We just lost one of our own people today.
What?
2 bracers were exploring the underground labyrinth, and they ran into Almada, who were likely in the midst of preparing for the game. They managed to bring back some valuable intelligence, but at a steep cost. One of them was badly wounded, and the other passed away this morning.
That's horrible.
I'm sorry to hear that, you guys.
I just finished getting ready, Jin. Oh.
Elaine!
Hey.
I had heard you were in the city, but I didn't expect to run into you so soon.
I take it you've been worried about me after what happened yesterday. Well, don't be. I'm fine now. With the stakes as high as they are, I can ill afford to be reckless, nor can I be caught up in the past. I hear you there. How about we let bygones be bygones, then? Yes, let's. Since you two are since you're here, I'm sure you're fully intended to dive headlong into the jaws of danger. Normally, I would suggest that you not take your assistants on that journey with you. But seeing as there is no safe haven here, I will only ask that you and your friends be careful. Of course, and you do the same. We should probably get going, you two. Sounds good. Off to the underground, then. We will be counting on you all to handle everything up here. Understood. We won't let you down. Watch your backs out there.
I'm gonna get to work too. I may not be able to keep my editors in the loop about all this, but that won't stop me. If Dingo was here, he would do something about this. If you need my help with anything, or if you want to talk, you know where to find me. Thank you. We'll be sure to take you up on that if we need to. Perhaps we could ask if the messages we received from Almada all contain the same information, just in case. Those guys are gone. Wonder what they were here for. Alrighty then, let's finish off what we have in here. Hello, you must be Arkwright Solutions. I've heard much about you. The branch here is currently on high alert, though that isn't being publicized. Nonetheless, a bracer already lost their life in the line of duty. If you don't mind me asking, who passed away? His name was Ewan. Ooh. I think we knew that guy. He was a young bracer who just got promoted to rank B. He had a bright future ahead of him. He was working alongside a veteran bracer who was severely injured in the attack. So, he was the same rank as Clausel. Guess whoever they were was fighting a real monster. We'll have to put the information Kitchen brought back to us. Oh, speaking of which, he made an odd comment earlier. He said they went up against an enemy that they couldn't defeat. They wailed on it for a long time, but to no avail. I figured I should warn you. Damn. Thanks for the heads up.
Should we run into such a thing, we'll be certain to make a hasty retreat.
Indeed.
I thought we were prepared for whatever Almada could throw at us. Clearly we were mistaken. We must bring this crisis to a swift conclusion. That's the only way we can make it up to Ewan. Remember to stay away from that enemy they couldn't defeat.
I see.
Well, obviously it's an enemy we're going to defeat.
Hey, what's up? I wasn't expecting to run into you again so soon. And definitely not under these circumstances. Thanks again for your help back in Longlai. No prob. Also, yeah, didn't think I'd bump into you here. This kind of high-stakes gig ain't normally your thing, is it? Nope, but duty calls.
Drusilla heard that they needed capable bracers and recommended me. Well, as long as I'm on the surface, we're cool. Though I haven't taken on requests in a big city like this before. But I'm not going to question the guys at HQ. Just gotta trust in them and do the best job I can. Well said. And if you want my opinion, I'd say you're more than qualified to handle the biggest of big cities. With skills like yours, you got nothing to worry about. Oh, this is the guy from Long Lai. So he's Eastern.
I think I've heard about this guy. He might be from one of the Northeast tribes.
I didn't have to deal with Almada back in Long Lai, so I never knew they had so many screws loose. Who'd be crazy enough to bring Jaegers and bracers together and say, okay, fight to the death now? It's pure insanity. If I knew things would turn out like this, I would have turned down the recommendation. Well, now that I'm in the mess, I just have to trudge through it.
Hey there, Spriggan. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been hearing all about your exploits since Longport.
What's up, girl?
Don't what's up girl me, Aaron. Anyway, we were all called here to deal with Almada, so I figured I'd bump into you all at some point. Everyone here is in this together. We've got your back.
But we've got yours. Elaine and Jin might be the ones on the front lines, but you ain't out of the danger. Careful out there.
I heard Heiyue is going to be a part of the game too. I wonder what they could be scheming. Well, that doesn't matter now. Fact is, we've got a common enemy now, and that's Almada.
Naturally, I have my reservations about you being involved in this game, but I'm willing to follow Elaine's lead. Let's put our differences behind us for the time being. I'm on board with that. I'm glad you understand this ain't the time to be engaging in pointless antagonism. Yeah, I get it. You wouldn't want me to get wrapped up in the meaningless fight, nor would you want me to cause trouble for Elaine.
Oh, is that Ewan the one who, passed away this morning?
Yeah, we joined the braces around the same time, but he got promoted to B rank a little before I did. Renton and I were always playing catch-up with him. Just when I finally managed to narrow the gap. Sorry to hear that, man. One way or another, I have faith that Elaine and Zin will find a way to resolve the situation. To ensure they can focus on the task at hand, I, along with everyone else here, will handle everything on the surface. We're giving it our all, and I expect you all to do the same, no less. Are we clear? Crystal. That was my plan all along. By the way, I wanted to ask, does Elaine seem off to you? I heard you two went out drinking the other night. What do you mean? Never mind. If you didn't notice anything, it's probably nothing. Still, I can tell something's on her mind. If you notice anything strange, let me know. Will do. Lahad and I will be doing requests and intel gathering with a group that's come from across the Republic. Honestly, I'd rather be helping Elaine and Jin on the battlefield. But if they need me to hold down the fort here, I'll gladly do so.
Indeed.
I may be playing the part of guild supervisor, but if you need any assistance from me, I'm more than happy to help. Although, depending on the request, I may have to do it on the sly. Thank you, Ren. I'm sure we'll take you up on that.
Her info network's so vast, it's almost scary. If she's offering, we might as well make use of it.
I'm offering in part because I owe you, but I also simply like what you do. You're free to make use of me as you see fit. If you need help, you know where to find me.
Ewan, I'm so sorry. I'm only here because you protected me.
He only did what he thought was right. There's no need to be sorry. We're just happy you made it back alive. We'll handle things from here. You just focus on getting some rest.
Lahad, take care of the city. And Almada.
He's asleep now. Yeah, he had 6 broken ribs and several lacerations. It's a miracle he escaped on his own. Before he and Ewan were ambushed, they were looking at something in the labyrinth. Apparently the nuclear weapon is the only thing we have to worry about. Alana brought in something else, but we don't know what. That's our warning to you, so try and make it count.
Of course.
Nice of you to worry about us. Is that why you let us listen in on what he was saying? Who can say? Let's all do our best.
Indeed.
Every night I will save your life, and